Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about why your manifestation isn't here yet, the real reason behind that, what is fueling that, and kind of blocking your manifestation from coming in when you feel like it's been a long time, you don't know what's going on, and you want to know how to fix it, of course. I'm going to get into all of that today, so do stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys my advice in just a moment. I'll pop on screen for any new viewers or people interested in booking some extra coaching and one-to-one services. You can get everything from my monthly membership, which is the cheapest way to get extra support, all the way up to a week of unlimited coaching with as many questions as you want. Everything is on my website or linked below, and you can click the join button to become a member, even just for the first month. And yeah, take a look if you're interested, and now let's get into the video. So the number one reason is definitely something within your own thoughts. So that's the pro and the con, because the pro is that you are in control. It's your thoughts in your mind, and you have every ability and power to shift it whenever you want, to just, any moment, literally right after watching this video, maybe do an audit of your manifestation journey, the practices you're putting into effect, and then see where you're going wrong. What is the quality of your thoughts? What are you thinking? And then you can put in the effort and create the change. It's not an external force controlling everything. You're in control of your mind and your life, and you decide and make your own conscious decisions, obviously. So you can say, nope, I'm going to get my manifestation and I'm going to change the way I think. That's the first easy step. So the con is obviously that it's your own mind. It's not something outside of you. It's you making that mistake unknowingly, and it's okay. We all do it, and we all waver and spiral a little bit here and there, but it is realizing that it's not something outside of you that's just going to change. It's you that has been creating these effects. So that's important to acknowledge, but it doesn't mean anything's wrong, or that, you failed, or that you're doing everything wrong. It just means you can improve on certain areas and obviously work on your own mindset. So if we take the example of an SP, which I know most people are manifesting a specific person, and that's like the number one topic for questions and coaching that I get, you have to change the way you think about your person. So if you've been wavering, if you've been seeing something, maybe you have close contact with them through social media, direct communication, something like that. Maybe you see them at your school or workplace. That makes it even more tough, I know, on your mental diet. But you need to be aware. What are you reacting to? Is there something that is really triggering you, something upsetting that you should be shifting around? And acknowledging that, taking that into effect, and taking that into consideration, I should say. And then realizing, okay, I'm going to be on a stricter mental diet, or I'm going to mute their social media. That's something I tell my clients a lot as well. Whatever you can do to protect your own mental health and well-being, and as you're going through the journey, you don't need to be stressed or upset. You can just focus on your own mindset. That is all it takes. So yeah, the main cause and the main thing to focus on is your thoughts, your own mindset. What have you been thinking? What have you been talking about? What thoughts and words have been coming out of your mind, essentially, So that's the main reason. And then it causes a delay, it causes a block, because you're repeating your affirmations, you're putting in the work, you're trying to persist, but then, the rest of the time you're allowing yourself to spiral, waver, and be mentally impacted and have a mental reaction to what you're seeing in front of you. So it's something to do with the 3D reality, of course. It could be doubts in your own mind connected to the old story, but there is more than likely a trigger in your 3D reality. It's not just thoughts randomly coming up with no trigger that affected it. There's usually something in your 3D reality, whether it's, as simple as checking your phone, seeing that a certain communication or message hasn't come through, and then you remind yourself and go on this kind of negative loop of reaffirming, it's not here yet, I don't have it, why is it not here, why is it taking so long, now it's been 10 days, now it's been 11 days, now it's been 12 days. So you need to get out of that mindset and think from the new story. I always talk about this in my videos. From the new story, from the end result, what would it look like? How would you think if it was here now? Would you be thinking about how happy you are with your SP? Would you think about, oh, SP is texting me? Outside of that topic, would it be something like, oh, everything's perfect. I'm so glad it's all resolved now. I'm so glad, everything with my family is so good now. Whatever it might be, what are the thoughts that you would have? You wouldn't be checking constantly for updates, for results, for movement. You would be reaffirming to yourself and kind of thinking in a very positive, balanced way. So remember, it is separate from the emotions. I know people say it's difficult, but it's not about feeling or believing it to be true. It's just about repeating it consistently and saturating your subconscious mind with that end result. So telling yourself as if it's here right now, having thoughts that reaffirm, this is my new reality, this is what's going on right now. So chances are you've also, because of that, felt quite impatient, and it's not the emotion, but you've gotten into an impatient mindset, an emotional state, and all of it just ties in together to create a bit of a mess right now. And it's okay, and you can get out of it. Everything is temporary. One of my favorite quotes that I really feel like rings true in reality is, the only consistent in life is change. So everything is always changing, you know, emotions are temporary, experiences are temporary, and it's a good thing because you can have endless amounts of positive experiences and emotions. But in this current moment, whatever you're experiencing, especially if it's negative, remember, it's temporary, it's not worth reacting to, it's not worth spiraling or crying or getting super anxious. It's just not worth that reaction. I'm going to try and be calm and happy and just get on with my day, get on with my life, and keep looping your affirmations. The consistency is the key. So be patient, because like I said, it can take time. It can take several days or even weeks, sometimes even months, if you've really struggled and you've had a very strong negative old story, to see that conforming in your 3D reality, for it to really build up, for you to work so much on your mindset that you have let go of the negative, you have let go of the old story. It takes time and a bit of work, but your mind and subconsciously specifically learns through repetition, learns through consistency. So if you persist, if you keep going, then your mind is going to conform, and that's going to then, you know, shift the way you think. But you need to be aware of your thoughts whilst being consistent, whilst letting everything behind the scenes. It's so important to stay consistent, and I just lost track of my thoughts because I just had a call come in. But what I was saying was, it's important to be consistent, let everything kind of externally and intangibly, is what I want to say, intangibly go on, and you know, in kind of an invisible way. So whether it's your SP's thoughts and feelings, things happening behind the scenes that you just don't see everything occurring, obviously, and things just coming together as they're meant to in their own time, because you've been working on it, and it's all this perfect timing and perfectly conforming. We don't control every single thing, you know, we're not puppet masters. We just let everything occur as it's going to, but working on our mindset so that we are definitely creating the positive results that we want. So essentially, whilst you're being consistent, putting in that effort, looping your affirmations, you know, working on your mindset, you need to also be applying your mental diet, thinking from the end result, not just applying the techniques and saying, okay, here's 15 minutes, you know, of me looping my affirmations in the morning. You need to be aware throughout the day and try and catch the negative thoughts. Try and be aware and say, okay, I'm not going to react. I'm not going to spiral. I'm, you know, being consciously aware of what triggers me, you know, where are these negative thoughts kind of stemming from, what's probably causing a delay where I'm going back and forth in my mind, I'm spiraling, I'm being a bit hot and cold in my own thoughts. Being aware of that and knowing I'm not going to engage with this negative stuff. I'm going to keep telling myself the positive story, and then repeating that to yourself over and over, and, you know, just trying to take control of your mindset, make sure it's positive, shifting everything around to the best of your ability. Because on top of everything conforming in its own way, and, you know, movement and bridge of events, and everyone and everything being shifted to conform to your new version of reality, you need to be in control as well. Somewhat, not 100% of course, but you need to be aware of your thoughts. You need to be putting in the effort and saying, okay, I'm not going to react here. I'm going to reaffirm the new story right now. I'm going to tell myself my affirmation. I'm going to think as if it's here right now, even if my emotions don't align, even if I don't fully believe it. I'm just going to speak to myself as if it's true. And then you keep practicing that every day. It becomes easier, it becomes more believable. It's shifting your mindset, because on top of being patient and knowing it's all coming together, it's all going to conform as it's meant to, you're actually putting in the effort yourself. You're actually saying, nope, that's not true, that's not true, here's the positive news story, here's the positive news story, and repeating that as a mental diet, not engaging with, you know, negative triggering conversations, circumstances, whatever it may be, and doing that day by day, because manifestation as a process is going to work hand in hand with you perfectly as your best friend if you put in the conscious work. If you work on your mindset, keep looping your affirmations, and yeah, just try and be aware of your thoughts so that your own reactions and negative thoughts or spiraling doesn't go on for a long period of time. You catch it for the most part, and it doesn't delay and block your manifestation from fully coming in. So I hope this was a useful video and made sense. I feel like I was rambling a little bit, but I had a lot to say and a lot that I wanted to clarify. For anyone who maybe is new to manifesting or hasn't watched my content before, I do tie in a lot of the same themes within all my videos, but I really wanted to clarify that. So yeah, you guys don't have questions about what exactly you're supposed to be doing. But if you did have more questions, obviously, and you wanted to get really specific and delve deeper into your own manifestation, I do offer coaching. So yeah, you can look into that if you're interested. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.